Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We want to thank you for joining us. I'm Dan.
I'm Jake.
And Jake?
We have gifts. Where'd it go? We had a gift.
We have gifts. 1 second. We have gifts. We have gifts. Gifts. So our friends
at Log Still
Distillery hooked us up with a box.
An American grain spirit of absolute purity and uncompromising quality.
So,
based on their Bardstown representation, I 100% believe it. I'm excited about this.
So after we tried the Bardstown collection, and the blind was kind of split, but after we tried it at a buddy's house, and we were all like, wow, Log Still, holy crap. We reached out to these guys, and they were nice enough to send us some stuff. Woo!
Plastic. Oh, right. With a nice...
We got bubble wrap.
Handwritten.
We have a handwritten letter here on a little card stock. It says Log Still Distilling Company.
Very nice.
Welcome to the Log Still family. The road home begins here. We look forward to your thoughts on our taste of Kentucky. So that's really awesome of them. Thank you, Log Still, and thank you. Well, specifically, Log Still, and of course Monks Road, because they sent us the Monks Road 5th District Series 2, which is coming out this month in August. And they went ahead and sent us a little bit of this barrel finished gin.
Barrel finished gin.
Barrel finished gin. So we thought we'd open them up, give them a shot.
Let the people know.
Let the people know. Because I did a tasting of some Monks Road products most recently, and this was a brand that I let sit on the shelf for a very long time because, well, I didn't know anything about it. And generally, if I don't know something about a brand, or if I haven't heard anything about a brand,
Monks Road 5th District Series 2. I
let it sit until I'm proven otherwise.
Right.
And I was proven otherwise that day. So
this is a toasted barrel finish.
It's an 8-year-old toasted barrel finish.
100 proof.
So I actually have a little bit of information. If you want to crack that open and pour some of that up.
I'm curious about this too. Let's see, this is 93 proof barrel finished gin.
So,
in the spirit of tradition.
A little bit of information on this. Scroll down here.
It's one of my favorite sounds.
Oh, the popping and cracking of the...
Any beverage, yeah.
So the 5th District line of Monks Road Bourbons is a limited release series of rotating spirits that pay tribute to the historic distilleries of the 5th Tax District. The second release in the 5th District series pays homage to F.M. Head Distillery, which was actually a distillery that stood on their grounds and operated there until it closed. I believe during Prohibition.
Yours is a little hefty, but that's all right.
That's fine. We do need to save some of that for the end of year blinds. So we got plenty.
I was gonna say we have.
Yeah, end of year blinds. This is gonna be in it. It's got to be.
We'll stick it back up here.
So the series pays homage to FM Head Distillery, which is the DSP number 47. That's what it's derived from. They took the DSP 47.
That's dope.
Number. This expression honors FM Head as an exceptional 8-year-old high rye bourbon finished with a secondary toasted barreling. So, let's give this a shot, give it a nose, give it a taste. Here,
and then down it goes.
Give you a little bit more there.
Oh, it even sounded pretty.
This color. The color is beautiful on this. It's just this nice amber, this darker amber.
Oh, that smells good. That smells dangerous good.
So, this is like fresh cherries
on a midsummer's morning with a dew.
With a little bit of dew, like honeysuckle. I don't want to say like raw honey, but I get,
no, it's definitely not raw honey. But yeah, honeysuckle.
Like honeysuckle. Right. Like this is like a really nice spring morning after a light misting or a light rain.
This is fantastic.
This is great. You don't get a lot of those toasted notes. You don't get a lot of the marshmallow.
No,
you don't get a lot of that. What we get from like Elijah Craig.
which is weird for a toasted finish.
So
I'm really liking
nice.
this as a toasted finish. That's curious.
So let's go ahead and taste this bad boy.
Maybe
Cheers.
that's what it is. It's like cherry marshmallow fluff with some.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers. Oh, that's smooth.
That's very smooth. The cherries come through very nicely. You get a little bit of that rice spice on the back end.
That's the little that I.
Yeah. And there's
I was like, what is that? Oh, right, high rye.
And there's that toasted finish. A little bit of spiciness on the back end. I get a little bit of the toasted barrel on the sides of my tongue.
A little bit of Monica is what I like.
Exactly. Let's go back to that song.
I'll do it every time. You give me a chance.
This is super tasty. Like, I get a little bit of smokiness from it. You get a little smokiness from it?
Yeah, a little bit. Smoked pitted cherries. You can definitely taste the campfire a little bit.
And the finish is just there for the. It's still on my tongue. It is. I haven't even taken.
You know
a
what it
second sip.
is? You're eating your fresh cherries on a midsummer morning after you let your campfire burn out overnight, and it's still smoldering.
And it's still smoldering a little bit,
and
so
you're
it's
getting
kind
it
of
going
wafting.
again for breakfast.
This is super tasty. And this drink's a little lower than 100 proof.
I was gonna say like 95.
I'd say like this is about 95, maybe 93. But man, this is super tasty. And the finish just goes. I know. Not even a second sip. Still,
I've had a second sip, but
it is a slight bit drying, but it's not like really, really bad drying.
No.
It's just, it's there. Now I'm gonna go in for a second.
I always
sip.
forget to pay attention to that because I never think about it. It's like, yeah, some whiskeys dry your mouth out, and I don't.
I've been trying not to take second sips just immediately. I've been trying to let it finish, and this one, it's just now finished. It's just now back to where I'm.
See, now
I'm kind of neutral.
You mentioned the dryness, and now my brain is like, well, I mean, he doesn't like that. So what are we gonna do? Sahara, the movie.
Yeah, this is super tasty. Nice campfire notes up front. The cherries and the spice in the back. Light toasted note. I don't get a lot of that marshmallow that you, like I said, that we get from like
a hint.
It's
dead center of my tongue.
Yeah. Okay. I can see it, but I'm not getting a lot of it.
It's towards the end of the finish. Well, I can't. It's towards the middle of the finish because then it all starts to sweeten out, and that's kind of marshmallow.
That's really nice. Monk's Road, you did a great job with this one. I can't wait to. I can't wait to
put more of you in my mouth.
See how this does.
Oh, yeah, okay.
On the end of your blinds, bud.
I was talking to the whiskey.
I'm talking to the whiskey. Well, okay, that's fine. So, we do have one more offering here from them that we need to try. I'm going to pour this out.
By all means.
Pour this up real quick. Oh, I didn't get the last one to pop.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. So, this is a little bit of their barrel finished gin. We're looking at 46.5% ABV, so 93 proof.
And we get the Richard Patterson glasses.
We get the Richard Patterson glasses for these.
That's all I'm ever going to call these again.
So these are some glasses I got with a bottle of scotch. I bought a Dalmore 12 gift set many years ago, and these glasses came with it. And then I started watching the Richard Patterson videos, found out these are called Copita nosing glasses.
Right, RP glasses. Richard Patterson.
Richard Patterson glasses. So generally with gin, you're looking for a lot of botanicals. I don't know a whole lot about gin, but I know you're looking for like juniper, pine, a little bit of like lemon peel, orange peel. Yeah, I was thinking a little bit of water might help, but I don't have another glass, so it is what it is. So then they put this in a barrel, I'm guessing a used barrel, and allow it to age for a undisclosed amount of time. It does have a little bit of a yellowish tint to it, so it started to pick up a little bit of that barrel. But I'm gonna give it the old schnoz here. You get a lot of the botanicals, but it's not anything
Can I ask you a serious question? Is this proof down to 35%?
No.
We're not doing this right.
Obviously not. Let me see. Okay.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, but that is so funny to me.
So the barrel finished gin, taking full advantage of our wheated bourbon barrels. So these are actually finished in wheated bourbon barrels.
Pine needles, though. I love it.
They handcrafted this barrel finished gin in homage to their hometown Kentucky hills, allowing fresh botanicals of coriander, cranberry, juniper, and nutmeg to develop and mature into the perfect flavor profile, smooth and complex, with a subtle waft of smoke. The smoke definitely imparting probably from the barrel.
Yeah.
So
this is like pine needles and lemon.
See, I do get a lot of citrus. I don't see the cranberry though. Of course, I don't drink a lot of gin, so I'm not kind of nuanced to that.
No, but there is a sweetness.
There's a definite sweetness to this.
All I smell is like pine sol, lemon pledge, stuff like that. But it's a good smell to me. I love it.
Yeah. So let's go in for it. Cheers.
Oh, the most daintiest of things. Cheers! Oh my gosh! This is much better than the last gin I had.
My God.
Much better.
So the barrel influence comes through on the palate.
Mm-hmm. Now it's much sweeter than it smells.
Now it's more like a very low proof. This is like a very, very, very low proof bourbon. Just with those citrusy.
What was it? The one that smelled like grass?
Old Glory.
But tasted really good.
Oh,
that was a Wild Turkey, wasn't it?
No, Wild Turkey doesn't make gin.
No, it wasn't a gin, not that one. It was a bourbon that smelled like grass, but tasted so good.
Woodford 5 malt stouted mash.
It reminds me.
It tastes like wet hay, or smells like wet hay.
But tastes like delicious.
But tastes, yeah, still smells like wet hay. I swear. Wet hay.
That is a very similar smell, and you can't tell me I'm wrong.
To this? You're wrong. to me, you're wrong. I don't get a lot of grass. I do get a lot of like citrusy notes. Man, but this isn't bad.
This reminds me of a kid being young and dumb and playing in the dead pine needles under several trees. And
did you do that as a kid?
Poke myself with the end of them because I knew they were sharp. Because oh, what's that do?
Oops.
Ow!
Ow!
Well, does it hurt again? Ow!
So
maybe one more time. Ow! How was that one?
So yeah, the barrel comes through on the palate on that gin. Very, very well. I'm impressed with this. This is something that if I needed gin for a cocktail.
This is probably the gin you want to go to.
Yeah, I'd go for this.
This is one of the best gins I've had. I've had several. For some reason, my dad got in his head that gin was a cure for COVID during COVID. I don't know. Don't ask.
Oh, so he was a gin guy all of a sudden?
Yeah, all of a sudden he turned gin, and it was like, dude.
Come on, man.
He drank Beefeater.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That London Dry.
London Dry gin. Yeah, and I was like, it's gross. I'm going to go get my whiskey.
So, all in all, if you see Monk's Road out on the shelves and you're kind of apprehensive about it, take it from us. Don't be. It's actually very good.
This is very good. This is a good gin if you're into gin. I don't know what gin's supposed to be like. I'm not a gin guy.
Yeah, we're not gin guys.
As a whiskey guy, if you need a cocktail that involves gin, I'm going to say that's probably your best bet because it does have some of those whiskey notes that you like, and still technically a gin. So, you know.
For sure. So, letter grades on these. I don't think we're going to letter grade the gin. I would just say I'd recommend the gin.
That's not fair.
Yeah, I'd recommend the gin 100%. And this Monk's Road, MSRP on the bottle is going to be $99.99 when they get it. So $100, you're looking at an age-stated 8-year product, toasted barrel, really good like early springtime notes, a little bit of campfire in there, and a finish that goes for days. So on this one, I'm looking at about an A on this one.
I was thinking B+.
B+?
I want more of the marshmallow.
You want more of the marshmallow? See, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with it the way it is.
You don't like a sweet.
But I don't like super, super, super sweet. But I do enjoy this. So this from me is going to get an A. I'm going to recommend that.
I was a B average in high school and I'm a B average teacher whenever it comes to grading my whiskey.
Yeah. I'm going to recommend this. If you can get yourself a bottle.
Or at least taste it at a bar.
Or at least taste it. Go ahead. You're not going to be disappointed with this one.
If you're like me and you're apprehensive about spending $100 on something that's eventually going to be gone, trust me, I get it.
Yeah.
Find a bar that has it on the shelf to allow you to taste it. Go from there.
Yeah. So Monk's Road, you're really killing it. We want to thank you for sponsoring this video. I'm just going to say they sponsored this video.
They did.
This is all about them.
They sent us the stuff.
So yeah.
They did the things. We felt special.
So thank you, Monk's Road. Thank you, Log Still Distilling Company, or Log Still Distillery. I don't know if there's a company behind it. I don't know why I say company.
It's right there.
Yeah. So Log Still Distillery.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah. I'm gonna be okay. So thank you to Log Still Distillery for sponsoring this episode. We really appreciate it. Go out, try and find yourself a bottle of this. Again, gin cocktails.
If you're into gin, worth it.
Pick that up. If you're a bourbon person, this is the one you need. So until we drink again, we want to thank you for joining us. Go down, hit that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And I'm Dan.
I'm Jake. Jake, hang on.
You okay?
Jake, there we go.
There you go. We want to remind you to share a pour with your friends.
Swallow.
Share a pour with your friends and family, because just like the movies,
memories don't make themselves.
they really don't, bud. Ooh.